think there's one more question here.
I'd like to get your thoughts on how indices are composed, whether or not they be market cap based, fundamentally based, equal weighting, anything like that. Just what do you think of those?
In general, I believe in market capitalization weighting because, and this actually gets to one of the other questions that's on the screen that you didn't read. When you think of it, let's say you disagreed with me and you thought that markets were really quite inefficient. You still ought to be an indexer because investing has got to be a zero-sum game.
Minus the cost of playing the game.
Well, yeah, it's and if there's somebody who's got all the stocks that went up more than average, somebody else has got to be holding the ones that went down. But in fact, it's a negative sum game because of the costs involved. So the first thing to remember is once you stray from all the stocks in the market, which are weighted by their market capitalization, that is what the market is. You are making a bet, and maybe you would be right, but then somebody else has got to be wrong. Now, what all of the other things do, whether it's equal weighting, whether it's fundamental indexing, whether it's value investing, is you put certain tilts into your portfolio. Fundamental indexing has been very popular. There you weight by the company's earnings or its sales or its book value. And what that does is it puts two tilts into your portfolio. It makes your portfolio slightly more small cap than large cap. And it makes your portfolio slightly more, quote, value, if we define value as having lower price earnings and lower price to book value. There have been lots of periods where those tilts have worked, and there's a big dispute in the academy. Is it because markets are inefficient, or is it because of risk? I think the people who favor these sorts of things better think it's risk, because if it's an inefficiency, somebody's going to arbitrage it away in the future. But let's say you believe in that and that's what you want. I don't. I want to be a market capitalization indexer. But let's say you think that this is something that has worked in certain past periods. There's no question about it. And you think it's going to work in the future. If you want that, don't buy the fundamental index. Buy a Vanguard value index at a very, very low fee. Realize what tilts are in those kinds of portfolios, or buy small cap, which is, in fact, what we've got some weighting of small cap in our overall portfolios, and buy it at a low fee. Don't buy these things that are advertised like fundamentally index-weighted portfolios because they've got a much higher fee, and it's great for the purveyor of the investment product and not so good for you. And look, I think all of us who talk about the stock market need to be very modest about what we know and don't know about the stock market. But the only thing I'll tell you that I am 100% sure of, and that is that the lower the fee I pay to the purveyor of the investment product, the more there's going to be for me.
I see we have a couple more questions up here. I think the next leading question is, I think it's for you, Bart. I think it's you are affiliated with... Oh.
No, Charley is as well. Charley can take that about Rebalance
we have,
IRA and
we have
Wealthfront.
Two firms, Rebalance IRA and Wealthfront.
Both of us are on that advisory board too.
Both, if you want to compare or talk about it.
No, I just think in both cases there's an effort to bring cost structures that are high, to go past them with a different cost structure that is low, and trying to deliver access to value. That's why we were at Vanguard. That's why we're doing this.